Hello everyone, it's Modern Day Nana. Okay, today we are going to work on these wooden clogs that I got at the thrift store, but there's a whole tradition around these that I thought would be really fun to do for the holidays. Now, you could do whatever you wanted. These are a traditional clog that the Dutch wear. I had gotten these. They're just like um, to Mod Podge on, and I was thinking maybe some of the little ones. I even pulled them out, um, and I was thinking I would do those for the tops of the shoes. I end up not doing it, but if you ever find anything like this at the thrift store, pick it up or something similar. You know, you could even just do shoes and paint them, or boots, something like that. I just picked kind of a reddish with a more of a pink tone to it than a blue, because I'm really going to do the kitchen, which is probably where these will end up being in more of a like an old world, and more of a burgundy red than you know, the different kind, the orange red, anything like that. So I'm just going to paint these up. I just bought that little bottle. It took about a bottle, well, maybe not quite, but you can see I didn't do anything to the clogs. You know, if you have a wood piece, you might want to seal it first. I didn't bother. What I do end up doing is I just had bought a can. I like to keep a can of clear matte finish spray paint on hand and a gloss one. And I don't use a lot of gloss, but with the kitschy Christmas we're doing, I'm definitely using it for some of our projects. And I use it for this one. So in the end, when you see them, they're going to be shiny. And that's because I took them out and sprayed them after they dried. And it made really what I was looking for. So yeah, this dries matte. And then, you know, you can do what you want. Either nothing or put a matte finish on them, or, you know, glossy. All right. So we're just going to work on this. Now, I should have started the inside of the shoe first, but, you know, live and learn. No biggie. I'm always a mess as far as having paint all over myself and everything else, so I didn't care. But you know, for neatness sake, probably if you started with the inside of the shoe to begin with, it would be a little less messy. But you know, I just keep working at it. Now, I wanted to read to you guys, because I didn't have it memorized. But if you don't know what Saint Nicholas Day is, this is from, I think, Wikipedia. It says, St. Nicholas Day traditions include children leaving out their shoes or stockings on the night of December 5th, to be filled with gifts like candy, coins, and oranges by morning. These gifts are a nod to the legend of St. Nicholas, secretly providing dowries for the three poor sisters. Other traditions include giving small gifts, leaving out hay for his horse, or making and sharing St. Nicholas cookies. So this was I believe this, well, it says it started out in modern day Turkey. The tradition's based on a charitable act of the historical Saint Nicholas, which is who we call Santa Claus. He was a bishop in modern day Turkey. The most famous legend tells of how he secretly dropped 3 bags of gold coins down the chimney of a poor man's house, which landed in the stockings of his 3 daughters who were drying by the fire. The story explains why gifts are left in stockings and why chocolate gold coins are a common gift. Have you seen those chocolate gold coins? You always see them every Christmas season, and that's the origin of those. So if the daughters hadn't gotten married, they would have had to go basically be servants in someone's home because they were poor. So Saint Nicholas was a rich saint, and that is how the Legend of Santa Claus got started. I thought that was really interesting and fun. And so this is why the kids would leave out their shoes. Now, if you wanted to do this with your kids or grandkids, you know, it says that they leave their shoes out by the fire or just outside their door, and they get some little treats when on December 6th. So it's just a fun little tradition, and I think it kind of sets the tone for the rest of the season. Last video I told you it was Thanksgiving night, I think, when I did that one, and so to me that's definitely, we are in full swing holiday season now. So yeah, everything from here on out, you know, for me will be geared toward what are we doing, where are we going, who are we seeing. Just so much fun. I've always loved Christmas. Always, always. You know, even as a little kid, we didn't have much. You know, it truly is family, friends, getting together, having good company, some good food. Um, you know, and that's certainly the way it was when I was younger, and I kind of getting more to, you know, like that now. So, okay, we got the shoes painted and we got them all shined up with that just glossy spray paint. Now I just have some greenery that I cut apart. So keep your little sprigs and spares of greenery because you can use them in lots of places. And these red berries were just from a pick. I pulled them off. Now these little bells are actually vintage. They were still in the packaging, but the packaging was uh, very vintage. I should have kept it. Kind of fell apart when I got them out. But I just took some hot glue. I decided not to do the Mod Podge, the tissue on. I didn't like it as much. And so I thought, no, let's just kind of put like some tassels on the tops of the shoes. So I've got the greenery, I've got the little bells. Now, I took just some crochet thread, and that's what the gold thread is. This is, look how precious these are. They look like snowflakes. This, the white thing is an old earring. And then I've got those candy canes. I keep using them and stuff, but I didn't like, it looked too modern. I wanted them to look old. So see, you see the back of the earring. Now, if you need to, you can pull that off with a pair of pliers or, you know, whatever. They usually come off pretty easy. But that is, I love it. There's little like jewels in the flower of the earring. Super duper pretty. Really ended up liking these a lot. So I'm just messing with my greenery here. Oh, I was going to tell you guys too, the last video, I don't know if you're kind of watching the videos, but FYI for anybody that is kind of following along, my daughter just got back last night from California. They had a great time. They're exhausted. They were afraid they were going to get stuck in St. Louis. We had a snowstorm, big time, first snowstorm of the year. I don't know how many inches we got. I don't think as many as they called for, but we definitely got some inches. So, yeah, you know, it's here. I'm really hoping to get out and get the front porch done, but it's a blizzard out there. And we're supposed to get another snowstorm tomorrow. So we will see, because I had great plans for that front porch, but I'm not going to go out there and, you know, what I consider sub-zero weather. So we'll see what happens. Oh, I fool and mess with this bell, but that is that's that crochet thread. So yeah, if you're out and you see, you know, those different crochet threads, we can pick them up because, you know, just little parts of little spools. They're cute for many things. You could just display them in a jar. You can use them. And I have some together. I think I'll wait until after Christmas and we'll do some snowman things because I had the cutest um, bunched together. I was going to make some little snowmen out of just some creamy colored of the old, um, balls of crochet thread when they did the little cotton doilies. So we'll get to that probably after the holidays. See, there, I don't know if I cut it too short or what, but hey, keep working at it. We're just having fun, just piddling. Um, I have gotten quite a bit done. I'll show you at the end of this. I was trying to make a little area just for like old things, um, for some old toys and things like that to be more vintage for the season. So you get a little sneak peek at that, and that's cute. So, well, we'll just, we'll get it figured out here and decide what we want to do. I really worked hard and got a lot done the last couple days since I basically feel like I was snowed in. So, yeah, we're just gonna tie this on here and let's see what I've got coming up. I do have some things coming up where some things we did in the past that I didn't get to yet, like did the groundwork for. Um, we kind of finalize those and decorate those. There was a lantern I did, um, and there was a two-tiered tray that was just a couple of little cake pans and a candlestick that we made cute and put some sparkly snow on. So we'll finish those up, but yeah, these turn out cute. And then I find a couple little, they were in my mom's stuff. Oh, you guys, this is my first Christmas without my mom. And yeah, it's you know it's tough. Plus, I have all of her stuff, so I've been using some of her things and just trying to really be fond about it, feeling fondly about it. So I know we've all gone through things like that, either our grandparents or parents. So, yep, we carry on, don't we? All right. So these turn out, I'm still trying to use those candy canes. No, Nana, put it down. Put it down, Nana. You don't need it. These are so precious, and we don't need the kind of, you know, more modern looking stuff. Oh, find a little berry there. So, yeah, anyway, if we can those we've lost, just trying to cherish them and look fondly on them. And that's good. So, okay, we are wrapping this baby up. Got our shoes ready for St. Nick to put out on December 5th. And oh, and here's a little picture of the shoes. I found this Raggedy Ann and Andy, that's what I was trying to tell you, in my mom's stuff. Super cute. So I stuck them in the shoe. You can see some cute things in the background. I'll show you later. But yeah, there they are. All right, guys. I will see you soon with another craft. Like and subscribe, okay? And I love you guys. I really appreciate you. Thanks for watching. Bye.